All right, everyone. We are doing our show. This is Lance Ash and my wife, Bonnie.
Hello.
We're doing this at an odd hour. It's a very early morning, and I've just had a huge breakfast of tortellini. That's all I had was tortellini with sauce and some smoked paprika on it and a little bit of not very good Parmesan cheese. And I feel so much better though. I was all night long. I was starving, and I was freezing. Every time the heat came on, I was like, "Oh God, I feel so good now." Anyway, how'd you sleep, Bonnie?
In fits and starts.
Did you?
Yeah. At one point, the fan fell off.
Really?
Yeah. And I was like, Lance. I didn't know what the hell the sound was. I had to get up and figure it out.
I took about a little over an hour nap last night. I probably shouldn't have done that,
We were
but
in there for a couple of hours.
really,
Yeah.
and I cannot believe I sacked out like that in the middle of the night, but I needed it.
Obviously.
I had some. Oh, I had a 3 day.
You had a rough week last week. You hurt yourself at work.
Hurt my sprained or strained my left wrist, one of the two, and I just got.
And wore yourself out.
I just got also psychological, just fed up.
Why, Lance? Why are you upset?
Because the post office has agreed that I can go back to Athens, but they have not agreed as to what
When?
a firm date will be. So it's just in the nebulous future. But I had a really good weekend, had a 3-day weekend, and I got a painting done, got another one started, finished drawing the latest issue of my online magazine, got it posted. I got started work on a new song. I got some of my new couple of videos of my new show I'm doing where I read selections from my work.
And you played host this weekend.
Yeah, Bonnie's father is turning 80 today. So Friday night we had both of them over for eggplant parmesan. And so we did that. And aside from that, I didn't go anywhere except for the UGA to drop some books in the drop chute. Because that had to be done. And
my God, I haven't gone out in days, have I?
I guess you haven't.
I have to go out today, though. Yeah.
And but I had a really good weekend, very productive. And but my sleep schedule's off now. I took 2 ibuprofen about an hour ago, so I should be feeling okay soon. I find that stuff helps me sleep. What about you?
I can't take ibuprofen. I haven't taken it in years since the blood transfusion.
Well, anyway, I've been listening to The Cult a lot lately, and I found an interview with Ian Astbury from just like within the last year, and it was really, really good. It's an hour-long interview. I didn't get to finish it. I've gotten to the point where I return again and again to just a handful of records, or I'll go on a kick where I'll listen to the same handful of records for a couple of weeks.
You know what that means, right?
What?
It means you're old.
I guess I am old. But, also this weekend I discovered some stuff. There's an Austrian, I guess you'd say, techno duo, electronic duo, called Kruder and Dorfmeister, and they have several like over an hour long or 2 hour long compilations of their stuff, and I really, really liked it. And and the dude in the duo, the better looking one, he's 57, so there's hope for me yet. 2 years older than I am, and he looks sharp haircut.
We're gonna have to get you a tailored suit then.
Maybe. I found some pictures of him not dressed up, where he looked kind of ragged.
Maybe we can take the sides off the beard here and give you that little, what is it called, a Van Dyke? beard.
Goatee?
I don't know.
Yeah, Van Dyke, yeah, sort of. Oh, now I'm getting sleepy. Got to go back to work tonight, and I'm just not looking forward to it. So, what'd you get done this weekend, Bonnie?
I hosted. That was it.
It wore you out,
And
didn't it?
I crashed. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I remember the day that Trump won, and I came home from it happened. I was at work.
We've been up all night.
I came home from
depressed.
work, and the kids had been crying.
We were all just beside ourselves with grief.
It was horrible.
And we're going to go through that again this year.
Yeah, and it'll be worse this time around because he's even bigger doddering old fool this time. Oh my God. We'd been thinking about watching a movie this weekend, but we didn't get around to it.
No, we can never agree on anything.
Yeah, we need to find something we agree on. Probably an old classic. Like Pillow Talk or...
Nope.
No good for you?
Nope.
Not even on the big screen?
Nope.
What would you want to watch?
Well, the new Godzilla minus movie.
Yeah, maybe that, yeah. But I'm talking about something like an older movie, like something we could find on
Nope.
streaming or something.
Nothing.
Nothing.
I can't think of anything.
What was it you thought of the other day? I responded, I've been thinking about Animal House. You was,
Oh, they just released Kindergarten Cop on Netflix, and I offered it up as a joke. Look, Kindergarten Cop.
how much of that did you watch?
What? I only watched the trailer on Netflix, enough to see they had it on Netflix.
Okay, in the movie, he and his partner, he has a woman as a partner, and they're on their way to the school. She's going to be the teacher, and she gets sick on the way. When they stop on the side of the road for her to throw up or whatever, she trips over a log. But when she first gets out of the car, that log is not there.
See, she's got my kind of luck.
It's a magic log that shows up. That is such an egregious blooper. Oh, dear me. Well, I forgot to call my mother again. How many weekends in a row is that?
I don't know, but I'm going to drag you down there to take care of her when your sister leaves from Montana.
What am I going to do?
You're going to sit there with me while she, in and out of the bath. We have to make sure she doesn't slip in the shower. We have to entertain her because she gets really lonely. Then we have to help her think of what she was trying to remember over and over again.
Are both of her cats dead now?
Oh, yeah.
She needs another cat.
No, she doesn't.
Might help her out.
No.
Well, what are you reading lately?
I'm still on Three Body Problem. I'm just about finished with it. I'm hoping to pick up the next couple.
Well, about a week ago, 2 weeks ago, I have a something called the Beat Reader. It's a collection of writings by different beatnik or beatnik related authors. And I was looking at the William Burroughs stuff, and they had a selection what's the word I'm looking for? Something taken from excerpt taken from Nova Express, and it was really funny. I'd never noticed it was funny before, so I decided to read the whole book. So I finished it like yesterday, day before yesterday, and I went to write it down on my list of books. I have not finished a book since September. That is not like me.
I go through phases where I just burn through books, and then it's just a dry period.
When's the last time you read like a classic?
Oh, God, I have no idea.
I'd like to read To the Lighthouse
Classic
again.
that's not poetry. See, I'll sit down and I'll read poetry. I like poetry. But I have no idea.
I
Do we have Philip Larkin?
oh yeah.
I gotta get some. Pull that out.
I ever since I started dabbling in French, I really have not touched the German very much. I don't know what's going on, but YouTube suggested to me French stand-up comedians last night. I really think the computer listens to you. They hear keywords being spoken in the room where the computer is, and they're like, ah, okay. They're heroin addicted Trump voters. Clearly, this is what they want. Let me check how much time we've been doing this. Oh, okay. Over 11 minutes. I was digging through my old writings, trying to find something to read and record myself reading it. And some of it's crap, but some of it's really good. Stuff written in 2006, 2007.
So I had some photographs printed this week. Just normally I would go down to the kiosk and take care of it myself, but I ordered them online. And Peter picked them up, and I got them back. And they were horrible. They were a muddy, muddled, dark mess. Nothing looked the same, so I'm going to have to spend some time, if I want to get them printed, to do it properly. Go down there myself. Or we're just going to have to invest in another color printer. I've put it off forever and a day. But
Well, I have been thinking about what would happen if I had a printer in the playroom. So maybe I could have the old printer if you get a color one.
you just want a black and white?
It's all like, I mean, I don't.
Or you just want it for the scanning, because they'll scan in any color.
That's true. I don't remember what I wanted it for.
See, it's logistics of where we'd place a printer also. And I can't figure out where we put a second printer. Because I'd want something that was separate for the art printing, you know? And I just can't see myself spending as much as my dad spends on his art printers. He's got a couple, and he's got the large ones too.
Oh, I'd love to have one of those
Yeah.
printers. I mean, those scanners that you can scan a huge piece of paper. There's this illustrator I like named Frances Jetter, and I found a video interview with her, and she was showing the paper that she does her prints on, and it was this big paper from Canada that's made out of reused rags, and oh my God, I wonder how much that stuff costs. I don't even know. I don't know.
It's been so long since I did photography seriously, I don't know if I'm even able to get back into it between my hands and my eyes.
Well, I've been encouraging you to write essays lately. Maybe you could be a photo essayist.
Nope.
Illustrate your own work with photographs.
I have thought about that in the past. Doing articles on rural America, poverty, etc.
Just walk up and down our street.
God, I hate this place. All this weekend, you and I talked about going to pick up something to eat. We don't even have access to delivery, and we're 15 miles from the state university. We live in bumblefuck America. I can't believe it. We don't have sewer septic system community thing. We have a community well we all share. It's just...
Do you know what would happen if they put in a Domino's just 4-5 miles down the road from us? They would be swamped with delivery orders.
Well, that's the thing. They're not going to, because the county is huge. but the roads are rural. We have the lowest population per person for the population density of any county. It's just, and the roads are crap out here. And so many of them are county maintained, which, like my dad's, means, oh, you're lucky if we come out and press your gravel in and keep it maintained. But you have giant ruts on the side, and it's single lane, and if your creek overflows, well, the culvert will be out for a couple of years, and you'll have to bypass through the adjacent county to get out of the area into a nearby highway. And no, they're not going to put anything with delivery out here.
When I went out, it's been raining pretty heavy the last couple of days. I went out yesterday to drop off those books, and I saw somebody's yard was flooded.
Oh, that would have been ours. Everybody's yard's been flooded lately, Lance.
Oh dear.
I went out to straighten up in the yard the other day, and my feet sunk down in above the plimsoll line. I'd come in, take my shoes off, let them dry, and then clean all the mud off the soles. It's awful.
Well, it was, the yard's a mess. Out there where I parked my car is a, big splash puddle right where I put my feet out. I got one more book coming from overseas that I ordered.
Yeah, where the hell is it?
I don't know, but if you knew what's going on at the post office right now, it's probably buried in that backlog of stuff. And they don't give a shit because...
Oh, that's another thing. Even UPS has been delayed lately. I ordered something. It took a week and a half to get here. And they ended up rerouting through Tennessee or something.
Does UPS have online tracking just the way post office does?
Yeah, and it's so much better.
Really? How so?
Everything's tracked as opposed to the Postal Service, where it's scanned willy-nilly.
Yeah, well, the problem with all that is...
You guys have shit scanners.
Yeah, the shit scanners, but also, if you have... The scanners they give us to use fit over the index and middle finger of the right hand or left hand, whichever one you want. But once that thing's on, you can't pick up any heavy packages.
Well, that's the thing. You guys scan everything. UPS and FedEx, they have certain minimum sizes, so they're not going to have some tiny little envelope that's going through it's getting scanned. They have one of those cardboard things that are like legal size or standard paper size, and they're hard. And so when they go through, they're going down an assembly line of sort, one of those automated systems, and they get scanned several times along the way as they're going through this thing, and they then direct them as they scan them into certain zones. You guys, too much of it is hands-on. You're physically moving letter by letter by letter. And that is inefficient as hell. And since UPS and FedEx don't do that kind of thing, they of course have better scanning.
Well, yeah. It's all a joke. I'm sick of it.
So I have a theory about why things are so bad right now for you at work.
Okay.
Well, they've taken 350 plus mail handlers and told them, you're out the door end of February. And everybody's so pissed off about being forcibly relocated an hour and a half away that they're not showing up, or when they do show up, they're doing a half-ass job. They can't go on strike. It's against the rules now.
We have a huge backlog of mail, and it never gets caught up because the people in charge have decided, it's a hopeless task. Just let it pile up. And so...
They can't even move their own express mail that they have to do refunds on.
My package from overseas is probably buried in all that shit. I ordered all these French comics from overseas, and anyway, it's pretty fun picking through all this.
Before you went to Atlanta, while we were, I think, living at the other place, we used to get the New Yorker, the Economist, and something else. And this problem has been going on forever and a day. One Christmas time, from Thanksgiving forward, we didn't get any issues of any of those magazines until January and February. And then they just came in all at once. And these things were weeks and months old at this point. And I ended up canceling all the subscriptions because there's no point in getting the things if you can't get them in a timely manner when they're coming out every week. And come to find out, they discovered that they had tractor trailer loads of mail just sitting up there at the facility that you're at now that were unworked.
Well, it's weird that we were able to afford the New Yorker and the Economist back then.
Your priorities were different.
I missed the New Yorker. That was
That was great.
yeah.
And it's just not the same looking at it online.
No, it's not. And a lot of these really big techie guys don't understand that. You know, what's the difference?
Yeah, I've got a 6-month subscription specialty thing for the New York Times. And when it expires, I'm not going to renew it because I can't get a physical copy of it. As a matter of fact, I can't get the New York Times on the weekends anywhere here in Athens anymore.
That reminds me, we need to do Wordle this morning.
Oh, yeah. So I finally got Lance into doing Wordle.
Yeah, I've gotten pretty good at it.
My thing is, your first 2 are throwaways, and you try to get on the third, maybe the fourth.
Yeah.
You want to do it in about a minute. Him, on the other hand, he sits there, it's like, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to figure this out. He'll be there 5 and 10 minutes. I'm like, just do it already. But you're that way with everything, like with Scrabble. You drive me nuts when we play Scrabble.
All right, we have reached the limit.
Yes, the limit of my patience.
All right. Anything further to add?
No, bye.
All right. See you guys later. Bye-bye.